Hello everyone, and in this video we will learn about an important functionality which is in Swift, which is called as optionals. So basically optionals can be created for integers, doubles, strings and any kind of data type that is provided in Swift 3. So the main question comes is what is an optional? So optional basically mean that it can either have a value or not. So let's say that we are downloading some data from internet, so there are possibilities that the download will complete and download will not. So basically, let's say we have a variable which is storing the data which is coming from the internet. So suppose there are only two conditions, that the download will complete and it will store it in the variable, and the download will not complete. So basically for that we can use optionals. So if the download is complete, the value will be assigned, and if the download is not complete, then it will have a value called nil. This is the functionality which is only provided in the programming language Swift. So let's see optional in action. So let's see first how we can create an optional. Let's say variable of type age, it is of type int. And we want it to be an optional, so just we have to use this at the end. So what are we doing? All the things are similar, only we are using an exclamation mark at the end to denote that this is an optional in Swift. So now if we try to print age, let's see what happens. It's running. You can see that we have got an error because the optional is nil. So let's set some value, let's say 25, and now print it again. You can see that it is printing 25. So there is a method for optional to print so that our program will not crash, and it is a simple method. So let's say I have an optional called name of type string, and I have assigned a name called Samarth Pabwal. So this is a new construct in Swift 3. If let name equal to name, print name, else print no value found. So basically what we are doing is we are creating an if let construct. It is basically used when we are dealing with optionals. So we can do it at name equal to name. So what we are doing is, if name has some value, then it will print it, otherwise it will say no value found. So suppose that our optional has no value, so you can see that now our program will not crash because we have used an if let construct, and it will print no value found. We can also do the same for the age. If let age equal to age, and we can do print age, and we can do else, we can print again and say age is still undefined. Suppose that we have not defined age, and let's define name. So you can see that for age it is printing that the age is not defined, and it will print the name because we have initialized the value of name to be Samarth Pabwal. So basically there is another method for creating an optional, which is like this: variable number of type double, and instead of exclamation mark we can use a question mark. So the basic difference between an exclamation mark and a question mark is that if we are using question mark, then we have to unwrap the optional while printing the value. And if we have used exclamation mark, then we don't have to unwrap the optional. So let's see the question mark optional in action. Let's say we have assigned number equal to 10.25. Now if we print number, let's see what happens. So we have printed number, so in the output you will see something strange. Okay, so you can see that this is an output, and instead of printing number we are seeing something like this: optional 10.25. This is because whenever you are declaring an optional with a question mark, you have to unwrap the value while printing it. So for unwrapping we have to use the exclamation mark. So let's put exclamation mark, and now you will see the output that it is 10.25. So basically this is two different types of optionals, not two different types, two different types of declaring an optional in Swift 3. So I will always prefer to use the first one because it is easy and you don't have to unwrap the optional value. So this was about optionals in Swift, and one important thing is that optional is a very hard topic for beginners. So those who are facing problems and have not understood it completely well, so please google it and you will find many different links. So please go through it and you will definitely understand what is an optional. Thank you for watching this video.